I'm meteorologist John Marshall, and folks, we have a high impact storm on the way for tomorrow, okay? So what does that mean? That means we are going to see a significant snowstorm throughout the tri-state area, beginning probably later tomorrow morning through tomorrow night. Now, let's back up. There is some areas of light snow and rain right now located to the south of New York City, basically central, southern New Jersey, some sleeping reported. That's that weak system we talked about early on, okay? That is weak storm system number one, and that is moving off the coast and will move offshore over the next couple of hours. New York City and to the north probably won't see a thing. The real McCoy is getting its act together down to the south and west over portions of the mid-Tennessee Valley. Folks, there's a lot of energy to work with this storm over the next 24 hours, and it will be, as we said, a high impact, and it will become a nor'easter event for the New York City tri-state area, something we don't need. Now, I'm going to show you the NAM model. This is showing us the precipitation for overnight tonight, and basically it's going to be scattered. There's going to be a lull, and nothing has really started from New York City to the north, and that is a bit of good news. But to the south, where there was some precipitation, there'll be a lull, and then the storm will get its act together just east of Norfolk, Virginia. It will bomb. That will be bombogenesis occurring tomorrow morning, and the snow will come in earnest later tomorrow, mid-morning through about latter morning hours, and by midday, any mixed bag of precipitation will go over to heavy wet snow, as you can see this column of blue as that storm explodes off the coastline, okay? Now, back to the north and west, that may be a problematic area where the cutoff is. There's going to be a sharp cutoff between northern and central New Jersey and back through lower Hudson Valley and portions of Connecticut. So here's what we can expect. Snow rain mix from about the city to the south. It's going to be very, very light, a little heavier down over central New Jersey. There'll be a lull in the precipitation overnight tonight if you're having it right now. Some areas may not see anything until tomorrow morning, and that's when we're seeing that major storm that will be developing east of Norfolk. It will ride up the coastline and actually slow down just east of New Jersey by about 100 miles or so. That's why we're thinking it will drag down enough cold air, and basically we will see the brunt of the storm from midday until about 9 o'clock tomorrow evening. Heavy wind-driven snow, possibly 1 to 3 inches an hour. Thunder snow, again, is a possibility, like the nor'easter of 2 weeks ago, so don't be surprised, with the strong winds gusting to 50, 55 miles an hour along the coastline and coastal flooding. Again, the confidence continues to increase that this nor'easter will impact the tri-state area, and I know there's been a lot of trees down. I know people are still recovering from that. Unfortunately, this does not look good, as a lot of the trees and branches that are still up there, some of them anyway, have weakened. So it won't take much. This will be a heavy, wet snow, and the reason why it's going to slow down, we're looking at the jet stream, the River Vare, about 18 to 30,000 feet in the Earth's atmosphere. It has a huge upper-level low, folks, like a big donut of energy, spinning around just offshore tomorrow and tomorrow night. Classic textbook upper levels for a significant storm around here, and it's not moving too quickly, this one. Again, the problematic areas, and my concerns are the amounts. I'm still sticking with the general 6 to 12 inches of snow. This begins again tomorrow mid-morning, ends tomorrow after midnight, Thursday early in the morning. A general 6 to 12 inches of snow. Pockets of 16 to 18. What determines that? Where does the heaviest bands of snow set up as they swing and pivot around the ocean and into the coastline and into the inland areas of the I-95 corridor? Where does that heavy band of snow set up? What is your actual temperature where you live? Remember, it is now latter March. We're dividing into thirds. We're in the third part of the month. So it is latter March, and the sun angle is very high this time of the year. Even though obviously it's not sunny, the sun angle is very high with that solar radiation coming down and will melt the snow. It will compact, so it'll be hard to measure. For those of you that like measuring these things, you got to get out there almost every 1 or 2 hours and measure that snow on a snowboard, especially in an area that is northern exposure and doesn't get that solar radiation from the sun, okay? This is by after midnight tomorrow night into early Thursday morning. Question: the northern fringe of this area, there will be a dramatic cutoff to the heavy amounts of precipitation, which will be snow. So there is a 1 to 6 right up and through the Catskills and almost touching High Point, New Jersey. The models have come down a little bit, but also bumped up more precipitation in the latest guidance. Okay? This area, truly not etched in stone, whether you get in that area where there's not a lot of snow, and then that general 6 to 12 with pockets of 16 to 18, depending on your elevation, depending on your temperature, and just where those heavy bands of snow set up. Okay? And down to the south and east of us, Cape May, maybe extreme southern Ocean County, the same deal down there. So our 5-day forecast tomorrow, we're calling it a spring snowstorm around here. Temperatures will be in the lower to mid 30s. Again, just use caution. The brunt of the storm, midday till about 9 o'clock in the evening. Snowing at 1, 2, 3 inches an hour at times, especially along the I-95 corridor. Okay, there will be a mix in the morning, but it will go over to a heavy wet snow. Thursday, the big dig out 43. Friday, we're looking at partly sunny skies, more tranquil 44, 45 on your Saturday and Sunday. Temperatures will be in the lower 40s. I got my John Marshall Weather, JMW Weather t-shirt on. If you want one of these, you can go to my store online at www.johnmarshallweather.com. And folks, it is a serious situation. Please use caution out there over the next 24 to 36 hours. I'm here to update you. Stick with me. Stick to my site. You guys have been great, and we'll get through this too. We got through 3 other nor'easters in the last 20 days. Take care.